that's one of
That's
them.
true
Just
too.
continued, and this is
That's
sort of
true
connected
too, sure.
into it. But at I mean, I'm trying to think of a campaign where late information like this really made a difference. You mentioned 1980. I can think of 2000 with George W. Bush.
Yes,
the late DUI news about youthful George W. Bush. That hurt him.
Yes, it did. And the thing that is particularly damaging for the Secretary of State is this came 9 or 10 days before the election, which means voters have a chance to process it. And given that both broadcast and cable news have focused on virtually nothing else since midday yesterday, there's going to be ample opportunity this week for voters to focus on this and to try to make their own sense of what's going on.
Which voters are left now who are undecided? You talked about mobilizing the people who are already committed or demobilizing them.
Sure.
The Clinton voters. Who's persuadable yet? Who are they?
We have some Republican, non-college educated women. They're persuadable.
Who have doubts about
yes, and some of the issues with women that he's had to face. We have problems with independent men and women. College educated, more difficult than non-college educated, but there's been a huge problem there. Trump needs to win them by over 10 to 15 points. So far, he's not there yet.
But are there enough of them to persuade?
Theoretically, yes, Paul. The other thing is Democratic turnout could be depressed. A lot of Democrats don't really have a lot of enthusiasm for the secretary. Millennials, a lot of middle-aged men, they may just decide not to vote, sit it out.
And what states should we be looking for?
Sure.
And where should we be looking for movement if this FBI news is going to have an impact?
We got to start with Florida and Ohio. Donald Trump needs to win those two states. We got to look to states like New Hampshire and Nevada. The Clintons, as we were discussing, have sent Chelsea, Tim Kaine, and $2 million in advertising to Wisconsin. We look at the Midwest.
Fascinating.
And Pennsylvania, which is within 5.
So if that happens, you'll see closing there.
Precisely. We're going to see closing, I think. I'm not sure yet. It'll tip decisively. We got to keep an eye on it.
All right, Doug. Thanks very much.
Well, thank you.